I don't know if that did anything. I think that might have deleted that game. Didn't mean to do that. No, it's okay. Am I gonna be able to get in? What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son. Those days, I'ma treat you how you treat me. That's so much better. Shawty use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems. So yeah. Let's play this game again. Oh, I've tried to play this game like a bunch. I didn't stream it on accident, but it went into overtime. So yeah, I mean, I guess I could play it for you guys. And comment down any uniform I should use, any uniform combos. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Toronto Thunderbirds. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Miles Sanders.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
Oh, I clicked the button.
Escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We got trips over here. Trips over here.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, Carson.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I feel like they're just gonna run. Cause I'm not.
Got an Open man, Keelan Cole.
If that's a
And
first,
he's got a first down as he's up to
Oh
the
my.
48.
I hate
Give him
that
40
animation
yards and a
when
fresh
they
set of
run the ball and it
downs.
just pushes them right over. I think that's so dumb.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself.
Oh, I didn't mean to
And he
switch.
got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They run the counter.
Let's go.
Carson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They go play action here on 1st down, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson, going to throw again. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now it's Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. From the 44, Mariota. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. First down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Mariota. And it's caught.
That was such a great read by me.
Jordan Reed, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size,
1 minute,
speed, or maybe even just strength.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. The throw taken in by Cole. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Wilson.
What?
This is caught.
That's so dumb because my guy was right there.
Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put
themselves
in
the half. The half's
front.
not over yet.
See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
And I'm just going to throw.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent.
There's a lot of stuff
that can get you in big trouble.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Are you kidding me? That's so dumb.
With a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with a good field position they just took over with. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see it.
How is that not a fumble? He literally did a front flip.
With a sack that time.
And that's
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, got a big guy.
What?
Nice luxury to have,
That's the worst thing in Madden is when you try to hike the darn ball and throw it.
Jordan Reed was
Like, they gotta fix that. Just because I'm not. Like,
after the incomplete pass, here
so
now
bad.
is 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota.
Oh
Flushed
my
out
gosh.
right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
what do you mean? I'm not even throwing it off my back foot. That's horrible.
And we're into the second
Come
half
on.
now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running
That's
the ball,
horrible,
passing the
Madden.
ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete.
What?
Surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't
That's
pay off.
horrible,
And the
Madden.
Seahawks, they'll get the football back
That's the
in
best throw
outstanding
right
field
now.
position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on
That should be a
And
fumble.
so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra.
I gotta call.
It didn't pay off in that
You can't
situation.
waste a quarter like that.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, short throw to
What the
Disley.
heck?
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll only get this to the
Now I'm down by 2
17, well shy
touchdowns,
of
which
what
is
he
like
needed.
super
Give him a couple on the
frustrating
run
because I
as
had
it
my guy
brings up
open
the 4th down.
and Madden
And the big fella
stupid
stuffed
made him
that one
drop.
up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3.
It's caught inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
That was a pick? No, that wasn't. You're such lying.
Smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 13, a little under a minute to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
What?
On 1st down there,
You're
but it's
such
incomplete.
Oh,
kidding.
man.
Madden, that's horrible.
Open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mariota on 1st down.
Oh my gosh, that is horrible, Madden. That is so bad.
Incomplete.
What?
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a 2nd down.
Touchdown.
For the
What?
end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Mariota. And that was
What do you
incomplete.
mean?
They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is
Man,
run out
Madden's
now
gonna
on this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think
Like,
about
first of all, I have
the
that
team
corner
that just
out
got
wide
vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter, Do you think they thought at all
Okay, I don't care about highlights.
Of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move.
Dude, our defense is so good, but our offense sucks. I need a better quarterback. Who's free agents?
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it.
No.
Surround me, I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
Like, what else do you want? Should I trade my tight end? I don't know. I'm gonna put. Oh, who's on the trade? Do I start Dwayne Haskins? I'm gonna start Dwayne Haskins instead of Marcus Mariota. Because Mariota's a good fucking shiz.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Toronto Thunderbirds. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Oh, sorry, Mariota. Haskins is playing this game. Alex Smith is on the team. He's trash, though.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And
He
right
fumbled
away, he
that.
lost the football.
Are
And
you
this is scooped
kidding
up
me?
by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
He wouldn't even.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
And caught by Henry. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He finds an opening past the 40. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 45 on second down, Haskins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This is Love. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down and goal. Haskins.
Dude, that QB switch is the best thing I did.
Terry McLaurin.
And Dwayne
his
Haskins
first touchdown of the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
7-7, our score after 1.
Can't let you play.
On first down, Stafford here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On second down, Johnson. I think we've got a hold here.
Clipping.
It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Haskins will throw. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Haskins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to
Man,
cover?
I love doing.
And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands.
And there
Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
I'm fine with
So
that.
what was the formula to get them down there the first time?
Yeah.
Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now it's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson.
But it appears that they read man deep.
Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on
That's
the year.
such on me.
As they are an extra point away now
That's
from tying this
horrible,
football game.
Horrible.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Here's Haskins to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year.
Whoa,
In this case,
what is that,
you want
Dwayne?
perfection, but way better than it hits the
One
ground.
time he throws dots, the next time he throws like
another
the
throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Looking to throw, Haskins. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Are you
Up
kidding me?
by the Lions. And they
That's
take
not a
possession of the
fumble.
football and
I
have it at the 36.
What is this game? Look at this. It's so dumb that they do that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh my
Now
gosh.
whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Stafford now to throw.
That's right. Get that out of here.
Complete. 7 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. McCrane able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half.
He got so lucky.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Oh, so BS.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line.
See, how's that not a fumble?
He gets it out to the 25-yard
line.
line.
Like, they gotta fix that.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
On first down, it's Stafford. James has got it. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
See, that should be
now
such a fumble.
Open down the middle of the field. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
See, how do I miss that tackle?
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Oh my,
this thrown
that is
quickly
so
out to
dumb.
Jones.
If that was me, that would have
And
been
he
picked
takes
up
this one
6.
in for a Lions touchdown.
I'm
Marvin
raging.
Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete.
That's a PI!
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Haskins, and it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
No more, man. This is blowing us out.
Welcome back to Toronto. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. As he'll get this one to Galladay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing again is Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And he can't
click the button. Can I throw it?
Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. Back to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go with Haskins. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders.
First down, first down, first down, first down. Here, we get it. Let's go, let's go.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll roll him out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's Haskins. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I have to send forwards.
Throwing now is Haskins. And it's incomplete.
No,
so their final
no.
drive comes
That
up
does not
empty.
take 6
And with
seconds.
that, the ball game is over.
That's
But Charles, a
horrible.
one-score game. Down to the end, we win.